A nice shot there of the nighttime skies over Turner Field in Atlanta. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Atlanta Braves. It's interleague baseball on the show. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, like everyone else, I can't wait to see what Miggy Cabrera has in store. He's carrying an outstanding on-base percentage with him into this game.
Christopher Jones will stand in now. He homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Into the windup and the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. On the move is Upton. 2 gone. Now a chance here in Atlanta to take a look at the Braves starting lineup. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number.
Digging in to try it again, Justin Upton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Jones is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Tigers 3 and the Braves 1. Stepping in, Christopher Jones. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Christopher Jones.
First pitch on its way. Line to the right side, but foul. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Christopher Jones will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now, as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Saltalamacchia gathers it. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Yeah, a nice job behind the plate. He wants it low, so he's got a good idea that this ball might be in the dirt, so he's able to smother it and then make the strong throw to first.
Nick Castellanos will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
And despite the fact that this ball isn't hit all that hard, it's not always an easy play to make out there. A lot of times.
Christopher Jones will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
That ball's foul.
0-1, here it comes. Here's a line drive into left center. Will that get the job done? It's a base hit. And he will score as he beats the tag by Saltalamacchia. And on the play, the runner moves. Freddie Freeman comes forward now, and he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run standing behind him in the on-deck circle. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Drilled to first. Glove by Cabrera. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. We've played 8 full. It's the Tigers 5 and the Braves 2. Back here in the ATL with baseball on the show. Set to go in the 9th from Turner Field. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but you definitely can't overlook his contribution. He really played a great ball game.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those... A good look there at the southern skies in Turner Field in Atlanta. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Atlanta Braves. 2 of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Christopher Jones comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Christopher Jones.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Eric, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes...
Cameron Maben is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Tigers leave 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Christopher Jones will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Up the middle and off his leg. A tag for 1 on to first. And as Ernie may have said, it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. 2 away. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, Jose Iglesias will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Line to the right side, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Christopher Jones will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Ryu comes set. 0-1 pitch on its way.
1-1.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. One run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
That changeup's been real effective for him so far. The guys have been falling behind in the count, so they're forced to protect, and this thing looks so good coming out.
Christopher Jones will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
0-1.
In there, no balls and a strike. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the Braves. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, 2 hits for him in the ballgame, both of them doubles, and that really paced his guys to the victory.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Tigers win it 11-4. So long from Atlanta.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Tigers, 11 runs on 17.
And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something started with the bases empty and 2 away. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Christopher Jones.
Sinking liner toward left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle, and they'll tag him out in the rundown. Down in order go the Braves. Still down a run. It's 4-3.
Now batting, shortstop, Tomas Franco.
Standing in now, Tomas Franco lifted in the air to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score on the sac fly as they double things up to lead it 6-3.
Could be a big insurance run right there. You'll take anything you can get at this point, and that pushes a lead up to 3, so he'll be getting some high fives in that dugout.
Brad Hand will take over with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. He's set. Here it comes. He's running towards second. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base. And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. Washington is victorious in this one, 6-3. So long from Atlanta.
For Atlanta, 3 runs on 7 hits. 1 error. They left 9 men on.
So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty and 1 gone in the inning.
The catcher, number 33.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Might be time to see a pinch hitter, and if that's the case, here's what remains on the Atlanta bench. Runners off for second. Hits this one hard the other way. Fielded by Jeanette. Only play will be to first, so with the runner in motion, they stay out of the double play. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
You know, guys, I'm not sure if this was really heads-up baseball or just flat-out crazy. Maybe it was just a combination of both. But he's moving on the pitch, so once he sees this ball's thrown to first, he's just...
Chopped weakly to the left. Cicchini is up with it. On to first, and the throw goes right by him.
Well, this has been a tight back-and-forth game, so you'd hate to have it decided on a play like this, but you picked the wrong time to make a mistake of this magnitude, and
not a lot of offense in this ball game, but what offense was provided came primarily from this guy, our top player of the game.
yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Braves are winners here, 4-3. Good night from Milwaukee.
They left 5 men on base. For the Brewers, 3 runs, 6 hits, with 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 58 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game MCTS bus service is available on Route 90, running downtown along Wisconsin Avenue, as well as trolley service on the Lake Route, also along Wisconsin Avenue.
Afternoon baseball now from lovely Miller Park in Milwaukee. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Atlanta Braves and the Milwaukee Brewers. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He sports a batting average with runners in scoring position over 300, so you could say he relishes in those big moments. We'll see if that's the case in this one.
Christopher Jones is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. A little bouncer. And reined in 1 away. Number 3 will make his way in now. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's game.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year.
On to first, and there were 2 down. And with that, time to take.
He's a catalyst for this offense when his bat is hot. Just needs to keep having good at-bats.
Second baseman, Christopher Jones.
Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses...
Settling in now, Terry Joseph. He reached on a single in his first try.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Runners on the move for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And in a scoreless ball game, a lot of times it's a manufactured run that gets your guys on the board first. And they'll have an opportunity to do so now as he's in scoring position on the stolen base.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Liner towards second, and that is through into center field. A base hit. Long throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit.
Christopher Jones gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
And a gorgeous flip to second, and with that... Into the box now, Christopher Jones, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is where he's so comfortable hitting righties so far this year really well, hitting over 300 on the year.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Number 23 Gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this ball game go untapped.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Oh, and Kemp's throw is a dandy. He is out at the plate. So 2 runs on 5 hits. No. Pedro Alvarez steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 2-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Roberto Ozuna is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 54, Roberto.
Leading off the inning, Christopher Jones, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
That first pitch change can be a tough one. A guy doesn't have any point of reference to work from, and he just can't help himself up there.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Scorched to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there, as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored. Terry Joseph ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
The tag, and he's out. Great job adjusting to the throw. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting off in the National League East, Joe Ross earned the 3rd W of his season as the Nationals disposed of the Phillies 5-4. The New York Mets got together to allow 4 hits as they were winners in extra. TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, Jorge Soler drove in an impressive 5 with 2 home runs as the Cubs defeated the Nats 17-8. As of today, the Nationals are in 2nd place in the NL East, 3 games back. The Cubs are in 1st place in the NL Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd place. The Mets pitched well, allowing 3 hits as they got the best of the Dodgers at home, 1-0. Heading into today, the Mets sit in 1st place in the National League East division. They have a 3-game cushion. The Dodgers are in 1st place in the NL West, 2 games up on 2nd place. Christian Friedrich grabbed win number 6 on the year, leading the Reds over the Phillies 4-1. Looking at the standings, the Phillies are in 4th place in the NL East, 9
This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian. And as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. Christopher Jones is our man to watch, having been recently acquired via trade. So we'll get a chance to see how he's adapting to his new club in this one.
Well, for me, one of the most interesting things about our jobs as baseball analysts, getting to talk about things like trades, predicting the effects, how they'll impact a club or won't. You know, some guys respond really well when they get to a new team.
Friday night baseball under the dome at Tropicana Field. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Baltimore Orioles. Christopher Jones will get his first opportunity here, and as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play.
Well, he didn't have a very good month last month at the plate. It wasn't terrible, but he did see that average take a decent hit.
Jones is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as into the box now as Dribble Cabrera, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
Forsythe. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
The batter,
Christopher Jones is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball one. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. One away. Christopher Jones will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if he can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
Jones on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down. Christopher Jones stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hard hit ball to second, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives him a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least,
Matt Duffy will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And that's in there. Base hit. The relay, but he gets back in time, safe at second base. Freddie Galvis will dig in here with the bases loaded now, and their best opportunity yet to get on the board.
and they've had a few chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away from them.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Davis is there as he makes the catch. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show from inside the Trop as you get a nice look outdoors at some of the activity. Into the box as Dribble Cabrera. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. One there on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here. Adam Jones. Strike opposed. He's our top player.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the American League East, the Blue Jays cracked 14 hits overall as they dethroned the Royals 10-3. Heading into today, the Blue Jays sit in first place in the American League Eastern Division, 2 games up on second place. The Royals are in third place in the AL Central. It's September 1st. Welcome to Inside the Show as rosters have expanded. Looking first at the American League East, the Orioles swung it well with 15 hits in this one as they destroyed the Rays 9-2. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. For Game 6 of the World Series, Anthony Rizzo swung the bat well with 3 hits, leading the Cubs to a win over the Red Sox, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year. Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting in the AL East, the Washington Nationals beat the visiting Rays 4-1. The Tigers took down the Red Sox on Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the AL East, the Angels starting pitcher, number 62, got the W and now has 5 this year as the Angels got past the Rays 5-3. The Toronto Blue Jays totaled 13 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Indians 7-4. The Red Sox smacked 15 team hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 5-4. The Baltimore Orioles combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 5-3. Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. Let's take a look at the latest from around Major League Baseball. The Angels got the best of the Dodgers at home, 11-8. Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Yankees got 12 hits in this one as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 6-4. At the moment, the Indians are in second place in the AL Central, only a half game back. The Yankees are in second place in the AL East. They trail first by 4 games. The Detroit Tigers put together 10 hits total as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 5-4. Looking at the standings, the Tigers sit in third place in the American League Central, 1 game out of first. The Royals are fourth in the division, only a game and a half back. The Orioles hit 3 long balls as they got the home. It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Twins relief pitcher, number 57, collected win number 2 on the year as the Twins downed the Tribe 4-2. The Detroit Tigers got 11 overall hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 5-1. The Kansas City Royals total 11 hits as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 5-3. The White Sox snapped their 5-game losing streak as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 4-3. The Blue Jays totaled 11 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Rays 8-2. It was their 5th straight victory. Kevin Gausman grabbed win number 6 on the year, leading the O's to victory over the Yankees 2-1. He is among the AL leaders in wins. The Halos had 12 hits as a team as they defeated the A's in Oakland 7-4. The win was their 7th in a row. Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. In the AL Central, the Twins got... Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Chicago Cubs finished off a 2-game sweep as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 9-4. In other Twins news, left fielder Blake Swihart is reportedly being made available to other teams in the trade market. The Cubs are rumored to be interested in acquiring him. Lonnie Chisenhall was a one-man highlight reel with 3 home runs and 5 RBIs. The trade deadline has come and gone. Here's a recap of what happened on and off the field yesterday. In the AL Central, the Astros starting pitcher, number 59, picked up win number 8 this year as the Astros bested the Twins 3-2. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in shutouts. Eduardo Nunez grabbed 3 base knocks as the Chi Sox got the win over the Indians. It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the New York Yankees pitched well, allowing 3 hits as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 4-1. The Chi Sox grabbed 13 hits in the game as they blew out Baltimore 9-1. The Texas Rangers knocked out 10 hits as a team as they pounded the Indians 9-1. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The A's Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. In the AL Central, the Minnesota Twins Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Looking first at the American League. Playoff contending teams are making their final push to the end of the year. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Cleveland Indians knocked out 12 hits as a team.
Back here on a special opening day edition of the MLB pregame show. Matt Vasgersian here counting down the minutes until the new season gets underway. And before it does, we'll check out our first Topps Player Spotlight. Christopher Jones is our subject, having signed only a one-year deal with this organization during the offseason. For whatever reason, the two sides couldn't come to any kind of long-term agreement, so we'll have to go through the contract process again after the year.
Well, you know, you hear a lot about players wanting that security of a long-term contract.
Live from the banks of the Ohio, we welcome you to Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Cincinnati Reds. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show. And it's coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Cincinnati Reds.
Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, you're going to get a heavy dose of those sinking fastballs, so you got to look for the ball to get up in the zone. If you swing at anything down, you're going to be rolling over pitches, and it's hard to get a rally started if you're hitting into double plays all day.
Brendan Finnegan. Christopher Jones will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Well, Kingsley's a pretty fair umpire. Sometimes a pitcher will get a call in the corners, but he rarely has people barking at him about a strike zone.
Grounded to third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
And that's the one thing about lefties that throw a lot of...
Number 49 stands in for the first time. Hit on the ground to short. Fielded by Hetcher. Second for one. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. One hit's all they get. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Welcome back to Cincinnati for Major League Baseball on the show from Great America. So striding in, number 16, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Sent on the ground out to second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with 2 away now, I don't think that's...
Christopher Jones stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced, and we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
Smoked on the ground left side. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Third baseman, number 7.
Into the box now, Maikel Franco. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Lerma ranging forward. Makes the play, 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
With the 0-2 count, he was really forced to protect the plate, and you can see this ball's not even in the strike zone.
Adeiny Echeverria is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Number 38 gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
This one skied out toward right, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that Christopher Jones will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Christopher Jones stands in, looking to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can come through with a big base hit here.
Yeah, Matt, but conversely, if the man on the mound can get out of this jam, he'll keep this a very tight game. Big moment right here.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one, and the Fightin' Phils have opened up a 5-0 lead.
Boy, an opening day grand slam. How about that to get your season off on the right foot? That's one of those where you're coming back to the dugout thinking, oh yeah, baby, this is going to be my year. Hard to blame him after that. That'd be a month worth of RBIs for me.
Barney Oliver stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Ground ball left side. Franco has it. There's one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch, and that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say...
Jose Iglesias will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Grounded to third. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yep, and one last double play here to end it, and that puts the capper on a good win for these guys, and they really played well.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
And you have to feel good for that guy right there. The games finally count, and he comes out on opening day and turns in a great performance. Now, that's how you want to get your season started.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 5-0. So long from Cincy.
For the Reds, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Our paid attendance at Great American Ballpark this afternoon, 42,059. The Reds thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.
Both teams getting their final warm-ups in as we welcome you back to the MLB pregame show. First pitch of Game 2 in our series is right around the corner. But before we turn that corner, here is our Topps player spotlight. Christopher Jones is our man to watch. Coming off a last game in which he was really outstanding in the clutch moments, collecting a whole bucket full of RBI, so he'll be looking to emulate that type of performance here again in this one.
Yeah, and you said it.
Sun's starting to set now over Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Cincinnati Reds. Welcome in, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this early season matchup. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching's going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me,
Christopher Jones makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Jones.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. And Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while.
that's out.
Now the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Adrian Lopez gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Jones sit up, throw in time, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. We'll move to the third. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Christopher Jones, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Swung on and missed. 1-1. Third inning, no score to this point. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. to short. Iglesias is up with it. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of it. Settling in now, Devin Mesoraco. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A ground ball to third, and they could get two. Back to first, but it's right over his head. And now, oh, this ball's going to... Christopher Jones will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk. Ready now, Maikel Franco. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Runner goes for second. Ground ball right side. And some trouble now in right field. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Now batting,
Christopher Jones has a chance now to bring home the tying run standing on second base.
And a dinger here would give him a lead. Let's see what he can get done here.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Trying to hold the lead. Grounded to short. Iglesias is there. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Christopher Jones will step in. A ground out victim as last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Got him out at his front foot. It's 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And here's a swing and the Reds' attack tonight was spearheaded offensively by this guy, Joey Votto. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there.
From one of the more hitter-friendly yards in the big leagues, a look at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Game number... Digging in, Christopher Jones. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Jones.
Drilled to the right side. Reined in. On to first, and there were two down. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, Joey Votto is recognized.
Number 49 stands in. Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, double play ball to second. 6 out. 3, and they turn the double play. And with that, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, Franco's defense.
Christopher Jones is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out. Christopher Jones will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Pitch out, nothing doing.
Strike.
1-1, here it comes. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 5-3 ball game. And he'll just slap the tag on the runner between second and third to end the inning. So 1 run. Billy Hamilton stands in. He got under 1 and popped out his last time up. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Well, you'll get another look at this. This ball's hit sharply, so it gets on him pretty quickly.
Christopher Jones gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
He's playing right into that big swing from a pitch before. Just throw something slow here, and you'll probably have him 3 feet out in front.
Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. Come to the Joey Votto will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Adams battles the sun a bit, but has it for out number 1. Christopher Jones makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
It's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
This is a tough task, facing a right-handed relief.
Digging in, Maikel Franco, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And there he goes towards second. And this ball swung on and hit to center field. And this should do it. And he'll make the catch there to end it. And the Reds have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, you know, some late-game heroics in the bottom of the 8th were what proved to be the difference as they rallied back to win in front of a very enthusiastic home crowd.
Plenty of offense here in this one as we give you one final look at the line score.
The final line score.